Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jani and this is a cross stitch channel where I talk about cross stitch and materials, fabrics, patterns, and topics related to cross stitch. If this is your first time here in my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content of my channel, and if you wish, you can subscribe and click the little bell, and share and give it like and all the other things that we can do with videos. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the content. I also have Instagram page where I share pictures and videos and reels and stories, about mainly cross stitch. And I really hope you can join me also there in my page. And yeah, if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much, always for your support, your love. And yeah, let's start with this quick report of my WIPS. I've been working on 2 projects, which is not usual with me because I really like to finish, to focus on one project, and until then I start or keep working on another. I start a lot of projects and I really enjoy that part of my stitching process. But once I like take one project, I like to focus on it, and I find sometimes hard to stitch a few hours in one project and then change and stitch in the other project, because I have just a few hours at weekly to stitch, so I prefer to focus on one project. But in this case, I've been enjoying both of my projects, and I've been trying to manage my time and to giving love for both of them. So yeah, new year, new stitching way, stitching method. So yeah, let me show you my first whip. It is Delphine's Butterflies Brigade. Oh, I call her Delfinita, which is like a short, like a nickname for Delphine or Delphine. Yeah, it's I love her. Regardless the name, I love her very much. It's such a beautiful and classic Mirabilia design. She reminds me so much of the iconic Mirabilia patterns, like Lily of the Woods, or Titania, Queen of the Fairies, or Ada. All those classic fairies of Nora. And she's so pretty. I love, of course, her wings with all the crystal, and it's always a little hard to catch the real the real look of the beads and the metallics and even the color of the fabric. But yeah, she's such a astonished design. And I decided to finish all the front part of the design, which is this part, the wings and this butterfly, and then slowly working my way through the back of her dress and all these butterflies. So I decided to finish completely as I was going, and I added all the beads and the crystals and the back stitch, and then I start this huge dress. But for my surprise, it's not as as challenging or as big as I thought it will be. And I decided to stitch, the darker colors, trying to only have to feel, the spaces for the lighter color here. And yeah, I stitch this part and this part, and like close the areas, and stitch this butterfly and this little one, and just, the rest was just filling with the light color. And I didn't have the need to check my pattern, because I was only feeling and making crosses, and it was really a relaxing time, and it took me not as many days as I thought initially. So yeah, that was a surprise, because I had that idea in my mind that I never going to finish the dress, and it's so huge, and no. Yeah, interesting is it was very, very easy. And because it's a very simple yet, amazing design. And you it's very the design let you know how to go. I feel, in my case. And I only need that. Is still a lot of stitch to do, to finish, these butterflies in the back part of her dress. And yeah, and I love to stitch the butterflies, because it's like, you finish a small project once you finish each butterfly. So yeah, it's also not such a huge effort. So yeah, I really like to stitch these like back stitches in black. So I only need to fill with the rest of the colors, and I find it easy for me. And for this butterfly, in the original design, this butterfly is completely black, uh, only with a few lighter colors. But I decided that I didn't necessarily want to stitch all this butterfly in black, so I decided to substitute the color. um, you can see like a really dark gray, but it's not. It's a variegated floss. um, Let me show you. Is this gorgeous color, with blues and greens and browns. Is by Necessities Ink. The color is 1421, and it's a cotton over dye floss, and it's really, really pretty. You can see, up close, the real color. And but once it's stitched, I stitch this one cross at a time, and you can see like the variegated color. But once, with the old design, it's like a really dark gray. But yeah, I love it. I think it will look okay. I made a few mistakes with this butterfly, but I'm fudging, and I hope it looks good. I really like to personalize my projects. I change the color of Delfinita skin and the color of her hair. I use different crystals and beads, and yeah, I like to change a little bit. um, I really enjoy that part of my stitching process, to think about different things. Sometimes it's a really big change, and sometimes, just the small details. But I really like to play with that possibility. So yeah, this is my progress on delphines, and I'm going to continue stitching these butterflies that are in the back, and hopefully I will finish her in 1 or 2 weeks more. Yeah. I really love her so much. And this was released on October, and I start her on December 1st. So this month, because Mirabilia, well, Nora released um, a design each month. One is for her collection of Nora Corbett, which are small, and one the next month it's a large Mirabilia. So I hope next month, on February, which is also my birthday month, Nora released a new Mira that called my name, because lately it's not always all the Mirabilias, designs that I necessarily want to stitch. But yeah, some of them, like delphins, I fall in love immediately. And this month I usually don't really stitch the small designs by Nora, but this month I really love the mushroom ladies. They look so cute. I probably will get one of those. They are so nice, and I'm sure they are really small and quick to stitch. So yeah, I will need to find those patterns, and get the pattern and the materials, and perhaps using one of my really crazy fabrics that I like to dye, like with leaves and many colors, because the designs of these mushroom ladies are really simple and really clean. So I think against a really busy and funny fabric, they will look amazing, but we'll see. Okay, so let me show you the other project that I'm working on. So this is Celtic Christmas by Lavender and Lace. It's a design by Merlin Levitt Inblum, Nora's mother. And yeah, I love this design so much, and I never have stitched a Celtic lady. I know, shocking, but yeah, it's such a iconic design. All the seasonal Celtic ladies, and yeah, I never stitch one, and I decided to start this one. This was a gift from a dear friend from Spain, so I decided to start this Christmas Celtic lady, and I'm using a local fabric that it's a cotton fabric similar to linen 36. It's like 36 38 count, and it's not a regular fabric. So my design or my projects, because of that quality of the fabric that is not uniform or even, tends to distort a little the image, but it's not a big problem for me. And I love to work with this fabric, and it's really cheap for me, and I can get this fabric locally. So yeah. And yeah, I'm starting this project. I start this project I think this month, and I'm using CXC flosses, which are these polyester flosses, and they are thicker than DMC. So I'm just using one thread over two, and the coverage is really good. So I love this combo of reds. Every time I'm stitching on Celtic and working with these colors, I start thinking on a red sampler. This is so beautiful, and I really wanted some silks by Opera Soie, you know, the 1003, and they look so luxurious and yummy. And every time I'm seeing on Instagram or with Nicola from her channel, Hands Across the Sea, I really want those silks. But I think that these flosses, even though they are polyester and really inexpensive, will look amazing with a red sampler. So yeah. But let's go back to Noel or Celtic Christmas. And I also make a conversion for her hair and her skin. And because my fabric it's really small, it's not like a 28 or 32, it's almost more like a 38, 40. I I got the mill heels called in the pattern, but I decided to use a local beads that are smaller than the mill heels. I mean, mill heels beads are gorgeous, and I love this color, so Christmassy and so beautiful. But unfortunately, they are a little big for my project, so I I went and got these smaller beads here in local stores, stores where they sell material for jewelry. So yeah, even though the colors are not an exact match for the mill heel, you can see here, this is the difference. This is like a cranberry color, and this is more like an orange red, very Christmas, but not a cranberry red. And also with the green one, they are very different. Well, not very, but they are different. You can see the beads that I'm using are lighter than the one called for in the pattern, and these one are so pretty. This frosted glass, oh my god, so yummy. So I start with my smaller beads, and they look really pretty. Because my fabric is smaller, so yeah, they sit really nice in the fabric. So, and the colors, even though are not the original ones, they look really, really nice. So yeah, I'm working on this beautiful lady, and again, I'm a little afraid of the huge skirt, but there are just color blocks, so I hope I don't have so much problem stitching here. But yeah, I really, really love. And I'm also substitute the metallic thread, because in the pattern it called for a DMC metallic, and I substitute for this petite treasure braid by Rainbow Gallery. This is the PB26, and I love to work with this metallic. This is a wonderful brand of metallic and really easy, and because they are slightly flat, different from Cranic, which is a little more round, the Cranic braid 4, it sits better in my fabric. So yeah, if you have the chance to choose between cranic and petit and treasure braid, I definitely recommend using treasure braid. And also the total yards in this presentation is 25 yards, and for the cranic the bobbin came with 11 meters. So these are 20 22, almost 23 meters. So yeah, you know, it's better. So yeah, these are my current WIPS. Let me bring my Delphine. And I always bring a project with me, even though I'm not always have time, during um, during the day. But I always bring a project with me, and because I stitch on hand, I don't use a hoop or a frame or something. It's really easy for me to travel with my my projects. But right now I'm traveling with two projects. So one of my aunts make me this lovely small project bags, and yeah, I love to bring these projects with me, because sometimes I like to, when I have the time, right after I got out of my office, I finished my work at the office, I went to a coffee shop and I take one of my projects and start putting a few stitches. And yeah, it's a really relaxing and enjoyable time for me. So yeah, I always bring some of my projects, and these little bags are great for that. This is my video for today, a little progress and enjoying this wonderful cross stitch art. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you have a great week. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, stitch a lot, and I will see you in my next video.